Hello everyone and welcome back to my show. I'm Melinda NailFanatic and this is our daily Law of Attraction Empowerment Tarot messages. So we're going to begin with a custom creation of my own, my Words of Clarity deck, as we do every day. And I just want to say, if you want to, wow, that's way too many cards that just fell on the floor. Hold on a second. We're going to redo this shuffle, guys. God got me bending over. I'm looking for one card. Okay. So I just want to say, any questions you have, I'm glad you're feeling better today, Ashley. Dulene, it's lovely to have you watching. Okay. Any questions you have, if you would like your own Words of Clarity deck to get in on the Radical Raffle reading, if you'd like to come to our retreat, or order a custom consultation for yourself, one-on-one with me, go to my website, as you see, obviously, there on the screen. And the energy coming out today from the Words of Clarity is reminiscent. Reminiscent. Thinking back on the days of what? I know. It's a very thinking back on the days energy, though. The bottom of the deck is reflection. Look at that again. See, today is a day, the energy of now, in other words, because it's not necessarily calendar days. You have to understand about this channel. We're not necessarily talking about the calendar day of February 23rd. No, I just put a date on it so you know when I record it. You know, the messages of now are that there is some reminiscing going on. I like that word better than reminiscing. Reminiscing. In other words, nostalgia, an era of nostalgia, reflecting back on where we've been, reflecting on how far we've come, maybe thinking about old relationships, maybe thinking about loved ones that have passed, yeah? Maybe thinking about, oh my God, look at the last 10 years, how far I've come. Wow. Maybe you've been going through your Facebook memories like me and you're starting to see posts come up from 10 years ago and you're like, oh my goodness. I mean, I just had one come up from when I was 3 months in my business location, and whoa. Because now I'm like over 10 years in the same spot, right? Whoa, it's so lovely though. So again, there's that era of reflecting on where we've been, what we've been through, and doing the note taking as far as where we are. It's like you can't get where you're going if you don't know where you're coming from, right? You gotta have a start point to put in your GPS. So the light bulb comes out of our flashcard deck for everyone watching, saying it's time for that bright idea. Bright idea. Ideas coming in, thought processes, light bulb moments, epiphanies. Because we have reminiscent and reflection here, some of us may be going through the situation where you're like starting to put the dots together again, or of different situations and circumstances that you went through. This is like, you know, when I was 17, I had my daughter who's now 23 years old. And at one point, and this matters for somebody, at one point I realized that the fact that I didn't put up with what he was doing and the way he was being irresponsible was a contributing factor, in his experience with that, was a contributing factor to the fact that he's an epic, awesome father now. He has other children. He's married, you know, he has other children, and he is an awesome father now. And he is an awesome father now to my child too. So it's not like she's excluded. And just putting all that stuff together, it's like, ta-da! So how is that coming out to play for you? How is that happening with you in your life at this point? Let's see what's the bottom of the deck. We have the gorilla. So for somebody, we may be talking about a situation. Ooh, I caught all of those cards. Oh my God, you see that? Wow. Again, just the fact that just played out the way it did just distracted me completely, because it's like, yes, you're going to catch everything as the cards fall out of your hand, out of your mind. Source has gone through the files of your memories and has pulled up and dredged up for you from your past something that becomes very clear now. And it involved this, was it a King of Pentacles, or are you the King of Pentacles? Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy, a gorilla, maybe somebody who is just stubborn. Maybe that's not their sign. Remember, the sign is not the most relevant part because you don't even know their entire astrological birth chart. So ideas coming up, overstanding, For someone, this is like really looking at that gorilla is speaking to me saying, this is about what I've created in my life. And so it's like, now you're seeing where you're at, where you've been, where you've come from in a whole new light, okay? Let's see how the tarot messages are going to clarify this for us today. And what are the divine messages for us, love source God? Thank you, thank you, thank you. For all of my brothers and sisters of humanity who find this video, what is the most relevant and important messages for us right now at this time to benefit ourselves, to live our highest, lightest, and brightest? Okay, here we go. The Nine of Swords come out first, and the first thing I'm hearing, hey Jan, lovely to have you. Ruth, Matthew, be with you shortly. The Nine of Swords is our first card out. The Nine of Swords is screaming to me, facing your fears, facing and processing any vestiges of fear, any vestiges of regret, of self-doubts. It's like now you will realize how wise you have been. Now you will realize how the chaos was the most creative and powerful situation that you have been in. Yes, so this is like after the dust settles and the storm has gone, now there's clarity coming in and you can see what has gone on, okay? The Nine of Swords. All right, let's see what's the second tarot message coming out, and it flipped over in the deck. We have the King of Cups. King of Cups. This is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. So somebody here is looking at how a relationship of the past with the Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces energy has shaped their now. Somebody is feeling really proud of themselves and has no Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces stuff to really relate to, or maybe you have something to relate to. But either way, I feel an air of, I've really mastered my emotions. I used to be a real jealous, insecure, and envious human. And I don't feel that way anymore. I finally found my truth, my power, my firm foundation. And no more will I doubt myself anymore. For those of you who are readers, as I do attract a lot of readers on my channel, those of you who are readers and spiritual guidance counselors yourself, this is saying that the processing work that you've done as of late is heightening your intuition, and now you're going to put something else into action. I feel like there's a viewer who is going to be putting into action a new spiritual technique. Okay, thank you. It's showing me the human pendulum that I do. And it's showing me that because this is not something that another human is teaching you. This is spirit working through your body, through your consciousness, helping you to move into a greater fullness of what your connection truly is. That physical activity that is being done is a different one that you have before done. Yes. So I do feel like silent space, stillness, meditation is deeply involved in this, in the sense of, because what I keep getting shown is like when I get into meditation and I get into stillness, my body will begin to do this type of thing very gently. And if I ask a question, like spirit will even turn directions on me. I'll start going back and forth. I mean, it's interesting. And it's not like I'm making myself move. This is a form of communication. And I'm also being shown now when Esther Hicks first started channeling Abraham, she was, I believe it was doing like this with her nose, and she realized it was showing her, spirit was showing her the letters on a keyboard, and she started typing out a lot of the channeled messages in the beginning. And then as she exercised that muscle, it became to where, because she could stand here just like this and channel just like this, just like we do, right? Okay, the bottom of the deck is the Hermit card. which in this deck is called the Crone. This is a card of that inner guidance system. This is a card of saying, okay, what's really going on with me? How do I truly feel about this? Where do I feel like I'm being guided? Where is the universe guiding me? Where is God taking me with this? This is where you ask inwardly. You ain't asking another person. You asking inwardly. So let's see. Love Source God says, apply this message to romance now. Okay. In regards to romance, somebody's having the experience where you've been wondering about a person who has crossed your path. You've been wondering if this person is somebody who's going to last or if they're just going to be a passing phase. It's saying for you to experience the relationship that you're looking for, confront the fears that come up in your desire for this relationship, because there are insecurities and fears that come up within you as you contemplate. So some of us, has to do with attachment, holding on to things, and our ability to release as well. So apply that message as it does for those of you who are resonating with the romance. Now, in regards to spirituality, we've already discussed that. Spirit says just rehash that one more time. In regards to spirituality, again, you're processing some emotions. You're looking at some situations from your past, and you are heightening, elevating, augmenting your spiritual capacities with new gifts and new abilities. For someone, you're going to begin more astrological studies, I'm hearing. And for someone else, you're going to begin to divine by looking at anything. Like you may be, wow, this is interesting. Somebody's going to be able to divine off of the food left on of a plate, because, and I really believe you all can, but you're going to actually like put this into practice, because you're going to realize like, hey, I can do this and it works. And I help people this way. And that's one of your big goals. Now, how does this apply to finances? I feel like somebody here who's been looking for, how am I going to find more money? How am I going to find more money? I feel like the message for you today is you've been really in your head, worrying yourself, saying, oh my God, I don't think I'm going to have enough. I hope I have enough money to pay the bills, all this stuff. Okay, if this is you, first off, first piece of advice, Spirit said, go watch yesterday's video near towards the end. We did a technique to bring more money in. It's that give $1 a day for 30 days. Did y'all do it today? I haven't even left my house. I didn't do it yesterday and I didn't do it today. Oops, I didn't take my own homework. But it's okay, because it was channeled for you and for me, and I do kind of do stuff like that all the time. Anyways, no explanations necessary. And for somebody, that's part of what is going on here. There's a situation going on where some fears and some doubts have come up, and so you kind of like backed off of a situation. You've backed off of a situation because you're trying to deal with your emotions and how you feel about something. And I heard for you in specific, if you're resonating with this, like you might have backed off of a business deal, a work situation, a group, or a romance, a friendship, something along those lines. And it's definitely interactions with other people. And I'm hearing there is no explanation necessary. You do not have to explain to these people why you are withdrawn. You can tell them, my circumstances have changed. That's it. That's all you need to tell them. You do not need to go into detail, because all that's going to do is lower your vibration even further and put you into a place of confusion, because now you're bringing in everybody else's inner voice, and you're supposed to be listening to your own inner voice right now. And that is what you were doing when you said you were going to withdraw. So whatever that's all about. Let me go ahead and pull an oracle message for all of us from the Miracles Now deck. I want to thank you for giving this video a thumbs up right now. I want to thank you for sharing this video on your social media. And I want to thank you for all your support. If you'd like to be a contributor to this channel, I would love to have your donations. If you would like to contribute to this channel, you can simply share the retreat flyer. If you want to contribute to love, peace, and happiness in your society, amongst your circle, share the flyer, because their consciousness is absorbing the power of those words when they read it on your page. No, they may not come to Vegas, and that's okay. That's not even the point of it all. It's getting people's minds to consider love, peace, and happiness. So you can support the channel in that way. And if anybody out there, you got too much money, you don't know what to do with it, you want to earn some good karma, yes, I would love, yes, please and thank you. I would love somebody who would love to contribute to financially to augmenting and heightening the possibilities for our love, peace, and happiness retreat this year. If that's you, then get with me. But our miracle now for today is, I surrender my desires and I know the universe has my back. Yes, love this message for us today, because as we've been reflecting on where we went to bring us here, as we've been reflecting upon the situations, the circumstances, the relationships, the jobs, the hobbies, the clothes. Somebody's really reminiscing on, oh my God, I had so many cute clothes and I just gave them all away, or I don't know what it is, but like, literally somebody's having that self-conversation and it's saying, you know what, Lustrous God's got plenty or more of whatever you gave up, walked away from, gave away, whatever you donated it, whatever you did. It's like the universe knows what you want. And so sometimes this reflection is enough to get you in vibe with the power of right now. And this miracle is right now. So if you don't know exactly where you're at in your journey, because I'm hearing somebody really doesn't know where they're at in their journey, all they know is they are doing everything they can to align with their bliss, right? And they're trying to stay cool, calm, and collected as they're going through this. It's saying Love Source God has got your back, because you know what? Love Source God has a notepad full, a spiritual notepad full of all the stuff you've ever wished for, even for a split second, because something bad happened and you were like wishing for a better experience, wishing for a better outcome. You don't have to know what the fuck you want. You already told God when you had that feeling, and God can read your mind. Even the Bible readers know that, right? Only God can read your mind and keeps note. And I'm hearing being reminded of a scripture in the Bible that talks about how God takes your tears and saves them. In other words, everything that you've ever cried for, asked for, the universe has taken note. The only thing you've got to do is get out of your own way. Stop tangling yourself up in blocking things from us because we doubt, we disbelieve, we're ridiculing ourselves, we're self-abuse for what we did before, all of that stuff. There's no need to self-abuse yourself. You did some things, it's not all your fault. As a matter of fact, what happened with all those others that you tried to help, be there for, support, whatever, it didn't work out, that's not your fault. That is what they chose. Don't own it, it's not yours. All the decisions you ever made that were challenging, that brought you to a place of being somewhere that was really super uncomfortable, that you really didn't like, that you would never do again. Praise Him. Oh, I'm so grateful for those days when I dealt drugs, where I sold my ass, where I sold other girls' asses. Like, I have a slew of experiences on this planet that I've never spoken to you about. But you know why I'm so grateful for them? Because I know who I am now, and I know what I will and will not do because of them. If I hadn't had those experiences then, I might be a fool enough to go do that shit now, and I'm 40 fucking years old. What the hell do I look like out here trying to do some street shit? Come on, man. I got legit businesses now. And I have that because I went through the street shit. I went through the crazy shit. I did that dumb shit already. And I praise every stupid ass decision I made because it made me that much smarter. How can you get in that space about your life? Because as long as you keep beating yourself up, oh man, I made the wrong choice. I did the wrong thing. I loved the wrong person. I went the wrong way. Oh my God, all you're doing is bringing yourself down. You're creating blockages between yourself and all of that blessing, all that awesome answers and solutions that God has prepared for you because of having known you your entire existence and before this physical existence. Yes, stop beating yourself up. If somebody was to, let's just say, for example, somebody beat you up, you got jumped. Would your next course of action be to go find the nearest wall and begin to bang your head against the wall? No, you wouldn't would do that. You would go get some help. You would go seek medical attention. You would go seek out your family, your friends. You would seek assistance. You would seek anybody that could help you. You would not further go beat yourself up. So you went through some rough and tough situations. So you had some bad relationships. So you had some tragedy. Go heal yourself now. Now. Why wait till tomorrow? Why wait another 10 years? Man, you don't know how many days or years you have, so do it now, right? If you were out there in the wild and a child came up to you that had been injured, abused, or just left there alone, stranded, hungry, would you not grasp this child into your embrace, love this child, give them something to drink, something to eat, and heal their wounds as best as you could, and assist this child? Because Luster's God says that child is you. In some way, you and I have been injured, abused, left, and left in this state. So how can we take all of that and nurture and love and embrace ourselves? Okay, so rather than go bang our head up against the wall because, hey, some shit went down. You know what? Bless it all. Everything that comes to your life, bless it. Because when you pour love over it, that's the fucking fertilizer that the shit gotta grow in. Hello, you could put shit, you could put whatever flavor shit on it you want to. You could put stuff on it that is full of anger and resentment and spite and bitterness, and then you will become that. You will become that. Or you can pour love and understanding and kindness and nurturing and more unconditional love over it, and you too will become that. So what decision do you choose today? That is our general message. Let's see who won our radical raffle reading today. I would like one ticket, please. Yes, love, source guide. Yes, please, and thank you. Frick, it didn't work. Guys, like, I'm gonna send you 4, and they're all face up again. Oh my goodness. Ugh. All right, here we go. I am going to put them back in and try again to get 1 ticket. Leslie, may I please have 1 ticket, please? 1 ticket, please. One for today's radical reading. Radical raffle reading. There it is. Thank you. That's better. Second chance. Second chances. Sherry's Angel gets the reading today. It's for Sherry's Angel. Congratulations, my dear. Thank you, Sherry, for all your support on my channel. I deeply appreciate it. Okay, here we go. Let's see what's the message for Sherry's Angel today. Let's search that. What do you have to say? What does she most need to know today at this time for this reading? What is the message for Sherry's Angel? And then when I'm done here, put your questions up. I'm going to take a few questions before I get up out of here. I'm not trying to do an hour-long video again, but I will take a few questions. So let's see. What is the message for Sherry's Angel? There it go. All right. Girlfriend, you got the 3 of Swords. And I'm hearing this is dealing with the third house of communication, siblings, your community, your family, the people around you. The next message you have coming out is the Shaman of Swords. There's a King of Swords around you in your environment, which is a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius person. Let me see, what is this person bringing into your life? This person is bringing some work into your life. So this person is either recognizing what you have done. So this could very well be your boss at your job communicating to you that, hey, you know what, you've been doing great. I think we'd like to advance you a little bit, give you a new client, give you some new responsibilities, something like that. The 4 of Swords is at the bottom of the deck saying that you have been in a place where you're just like really, it's almost like, because we are talking about communications and work is what I'm channeling right now. This is saying that you're at a place with your career, your job, where you could like do this without having to really think too hard about it. It's like, I could do this with my eyes closed, girl. This is no big deal. So it's almost like if your job wants to present you with new challenges because you've gotten so damn good. Let's see what's the advice for you is the 7 of Discs. Just wait on it. Just wait on it. It's going to come. It's going to come. Just wait on it. Don't go asking nothing. Don't go start no shit. Just stay on your expertise. It's saying, what is it bringing you to? It's saying, is wow. Wow, the sun is here. What is it bringing you to? If you follow the advice, if this resonates for you and you're following this advice, it's saying that you're going to have some good time, sunshine. Yeah. All right. So with all that being said and done, that has been your Radical Raffle reading. Let's see what's going on with my audience today. I'm going to start on YouTube because I started on Facebook yesterday. I see Ashley here. I see that you're nervous because you saw a boy you liked today. Jen, and that just tickles me, Ashley. That just tickles the hell out of me. He's a Cancer, okay. I see, let's see, okay. So YouTube's a little bit slow right now. Let's see what's going on my Facebook. If I can get this thing to respond to me. Thank you so much. Okay, so Matthew Duckett, can you pull a card for you? Yes, I can. Ruth fully agrees with everything. Thank you. Champagne, thank you for inviting your friends to view the reading. I appreciate that. We appreciate all the assistance for the growth on this channel because the channel messages that are spoken here are very profound and they're meant to benefit all of humanity. And my goal, my whole reason for doing this is because God gave me messages that I'm supposed to give to you. I know it looks like I'm all about my money because I literally am all about my money, but at the same time, like the money, I'm all about my money because it is a side effect of giving people what God gave me to give people. Like that's a side effect, right? Okay. And I need to be able to live and pay the Wi-Fi and pay for the house and the computers and the electricity and all that shit so that I could do the work for free for you, don't I? Right? Oh, and don't forget the makeup. Yeah, oh, and I need clothes, right? Oh, and I need to be able to shower, so I gotta pay for the water. So if you're getting caught up on, oh, she's just trying to make money, please don't confuse yourself. Don't get it twisted. Because if that's true, then all these videos would be charged, not free. Okay, so that message is out there. Ruth says her husband is a Pisces and help with all this. So I see that your husband is helping you, and that definitely came out in a reading today. Love it. Champagne says, I'm all up in her bubble right now. She said she need them pentacles. Girl, go watch yesterday's Do the Money Magic treatment that was given yesterday. Tasha, welcome back. You was new with us. And welcome back. It's lovely to have you join in again. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, Ruth, the 7-month-old baby is watching me. Oh my God, there's a baby watching me. Mwah, little baby, I love you. Okay, Auntie loves you. Okay. There we go. Tasha says, speak the truth. Thank you so much for sharing me, Annalise. Appreciate that, boo. And Ruth has a question. So I'm going to do a card for Matthew first because he put his question up first, and then I'll get to Ruth. So Matthew, what is the message for Matthew at this time? Let's first God, he did not give me a subject. So the first card out will show me what we're going to talk about. The second card out will be the actual advice. What do you want to talk about with Matthew, Lover's God? What do you want to talk about with Matthew? And I don't always ask that way, but that's specifically how I'm being channeled to read today. So let's see what's coming out for Matthew. Look, are you going to talk or we going to just stand here all day? Okay, so when I say that, guys, what I'm saying is like, the cards come out. Okay, so Lover's God saying, you're going to have to pull today, honey. All right, this is what we're going to do. If the card don't come out in 2 more shuffles, then I'm going to pull for you, and it's going to be the right cards, because remember, everything is on purpose, nothing is on accident. So, because I'm aligned with that, that is my truth. Okay, here it is. Here's the situation. You see how God works? Page of Swords. We're going to talk about somebody who's calling you, somebody who you're thinking about, some message, letter, or information you're looking for. Let's see what is the advice for Matthew in this situation, and it comes right out. We have the 6 of Pentacles. So the 6 of Pentacles is a card of a generous benefactor. Okay, the 6 of Pentacles is a card of having plenty to spare and to share. The bottom of the deck is a Magician. Matthew, are you the Magician? Ooh, that's hot. Okay, so the Magician saying, you, Matthew, took all your tools. You knew that if you could just see it, think it, act in harmony with it, and apply yourself to it, you would get it. So there's something and I'm hearing the word apply is significant. So if you've applied for a position, I feel like you're going to find a position that is very generous. If you have applied for a loan, I feel like, yes, you will get that loan. If you have applied for some assistance to come in a tangible way, whether that is somebody coming and bringing money, or whether that is you looking to be of assistance to somebody, then I feel that the perfect person is going to be put in your place, in your space, okay? I do feel more of a... It's interesting because it's like there's a trade-off. It's like I really would like to receive this, but I really have a lot of this to give. So what I'm hearing for you is in that space, what is this? You have an abundance of something. Maybe you just have a garage full of stuff that's just been sitting there for years. Give it away, give it away, give it away to make space for what you want today. Yay, yay, yay. I like the way that sounds. And Luster's God is saying, we will get you what you need. But there is this whole energy of feeding that reality by giving away your extra, giving away the plenty to spare and to share. This is something that's really been on your mind. Let me get why? I'm supposed to be doing one card readings. The King of Pentacles is here. So yes, if you're looking for somebody to contribute financially or a way to contribute, whatever it is, yes, it's working out. Either you have plenty to spare and to share and you're trying to find some place to put it, then your inkling is on point. You've got an idea, go with that. You already have the idea because you're the magician, so Spirit is communicating with you directly. And if this is about you receiving assistance from somebody, follow that. Yes, it's going to work out just fine. Okay, so there's your message. Now let me get to Ruth, and I would love to read your comments, Matthew, about what you have to say about that. Let's see what's the message for Ruth at this time. Listeners, God, what is the message for Ruth? What do you have to say to Ruth? She asks, is my guardian helping me with protecting my mom from the dark presence in her house? And as I ask the question, the card flies right out. You have the devil there. Okay, so here's the thing. The bottom of the deck is the world, okay? And then we have the devil. So here's the thing. Okay. You may not like what I have to say, okay? You and your mother have gotten this whole feel, and because this is going to agitate a lot of people is what I'm hearing. You, your mother, and so many others have gotten this ongoing, like, I'm going to get me a talisman for protection. What you didn't know is in buying a talisman for protection, you say, I need protection. Now you need protection. When you say, oh, I'm going to sage my house for protection, now you created a situation in which you know you need protection. And because you are so fucking powerful, you are speaking your truth, thinking your truth, and feeling your truth. You're creating the experience of needing your protection. Is the angels guiding and protecting? No, they can't, because you guys are so stuck on, I'm in danger, I need protection, things are trying to hurt me. And so this is a place where the devil says, what are you bound to? Does it really serve you what you want? So now you're being asked, is there a way, no, you're being asked to ask, love source God, how can I know that I am blessed and safe and protected no matter where I stand in my skin? Because that's the cure. You're looking for the cure to the problem. The problem is every time you think you need protection, you create the reason why you need to be protected. And if you could just own your safety, security, and blessings here, here, and here, it would be here, okay? It's not going to be here if your mind is always like, oh my God, what's out to get me now? There's some dark shit always, you know. So that is the ongoing cycle. That is what you've chosen to bind yourself to. Does that mean that your mother's in danger? Not necessarily. Understand that the universe is blessing you. When the world card comes out, another key word is the universe, right? When the world comes out, it's saying, like, the universe is showing you how. So where have you held on to this place, and what have you brought into your house that is quote unquote for your protection. Now, okay, so the advice I'm getting for you is do not just go through the house and through your stuff and start throwing shit away. First things first, what you and your mother both need, and if your mother, I'm hearing if your mother is not in the mental capacity for any reason whatsoever to do this for herself, like you're doing this, and ask her soul if her soul would like to attribute or cooperate or work with this as well, and her soul will answer yes, because this is what her soul definitely wants. That will be enough, even if she's not consciously able to answer. And so what you can do is ask Love Source God to help you see how you are blessed and safe and protected no matter where you stand in your skin, and if there is anything in your home that needs releasing or destroying. Okay? So that's a difficult one to do on a one question free read on YouTube, but or Facebook, but it's done. And I hope that that message has helped others as well, because so many times, like, we create, it's just like I say, you got to be careful who you go read for, because you go read, get a consultation of tarot with the right tarot reader, and they will tell you, oh my God, you're cursed, and it's only going to cost you $15,000 for me to remove it. And the only reason you were ever cursed was because they preached it into you. And there's somebody out there who's watching this who believes that they're cursed because this fucking curse has been handed down the family. And you know what the curse is? That y'all keep listening to it and owning it and believing that shit. There is no truth to it unless you own it and make it your truth. You cannot do that and then think that things are going to work out. You cannot create a reason to need protection, right? Create the energy of I need to be protected and then expect that you're going to be protected. You have to live a protected mentality and lifestyle from an inner place in order to experience that in your reality. If you can see it in your head, you can hold it in your hand. And what you have seen is a need to be protected because you're in danger. So now that's the experience. Let's see if she comments on that. Okay. I'll take one more. I got Annalise. Annalise, let's see, what is the message for Annalise? Let's look at what are we going to talk about, and it flips right over my hand. We're going to talk about the Knight of Swords. I'm hearing somebody, first thing I got was somebody said something to you that really pissed you off or hurt your feelings. Let's see, what is the advice? What does she need to know? And why are we getting so many cards? Is it supposed to be one card? Thank you. God says, just do what the heck we show you. I'm like, okay, fine. The Knight of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. So this is Knight of Swords. Somebody has said some shit to you that was like, So, and this person, because we have two knights here, I feel like it could be a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius person. Either way, this person says some shit and it kind of cuts you a little bit. It's saying, you know what? Your job right now is to own your truth. What is real? The Knight of Swords is about words, thoughts, and ideas. The Knight of Pentacles is about something you could taste, touch, or feel. So this is reality, physical reality manifested. It's saying you need to own your truth and not let anybody try to convince you otherwise. You know who you are. You know what you are. It doesn't matter what they think about you, because understand that this is karmic relationships playing themselves out. So it's also saying to me, your response to this person and their hurtful words is what is the most important right now. Are you going to ground yourself and be earthy like the Knight of Pentacles? Calm down, relax, take calculated steps that are stable, or will you respond like the Knight of Swords, who doesn't fucking think so much? It just kind of comes out the mouth without passing the brain and is immature. The Knight of Pentacles may be immature, but the growth of the Knight of Pentacles is extremely stable and grounded. So it's saying for you, your advice is don't respond in kind. Respond by sitting in the character who you truly are, and know that by putting love over the situation, now it must grow through the fertilizer of love. And so whether that person stays in your vicinity, in your world, or goes away on their own, you did the work. And, thank you. Important message is, When you cover it over with love, even if they don't acknowledge what you've done and they never get it consciously, the work was done on a soul level. When you cover it over with love, the healing happens for me and for you. Even if you don't know it or aren't aware of it. If you're not in the consciousness to understand it, it's still done on a soul level. And what that will do is it will continue to trickle into your conscious mind little bit by little bit as you're ready to accept and deal with it. So that has been our daily tarot for today. And I look forward to reading for you again soon. And again, if you'd like to contribute to any of the projects I have going on or support the channel by making purchases of any type, everything is available for you on my website. I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you, the golden thread that shines all the way through, called love and peace and happiness, and love and peace and happiness. It's love and peace and happiness, and love and peace and happiness. Go out there and be the light, be the love you love to see, and hit on my website. Just share it, something, I don't know, LPHtarot.com. That's LPHtarot.com. As in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours, and of course me and mine. Until next time.